but it's written by the same guy who did the XCOM series. Although as Code explained it, it's more of a... where XCOM 2 was an evolution of XCOM 1, Phoenix Point is also an evolution of XCOM 1, but in a different direction. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it's kind of a fun little game. Yes. Yeah, I don't know that Ungertheim was available in 17. But, yeah, we've got... yeah, apart from the Giants provided ones, and obviously Estancia Apache isn't new, but two of the Giants ones, and Marwell Manor, most of the rest are all upgrades of 17, which, if they came out early, you know, things like the Old Stream Farm, I played a lot of the Old Stream Farm in 17. I played it both pre-seasons and post-seasons. But I was willing to give it another shot in 19 as well, because there wasn't really any other farm that that really took my fancy. Now we've got the Campaign of France, which is also by Black Sheep Modding, but is brand new for 19, and now he's working on what is it? The Valley, the Old Farm, which again is a rehash of 17. We've got Sandy Bay and Shamrock Valley, both are 17 maps. Although Oxygen David is now working on a brand new, well, sorry, when Sandy Bay comes out, he'll be working on a brand new for 19 map, which I'll take a look at. But things like Sandy Bay and Oakfield, I never got round to playing. Lone Oak Farm, I never really got round to playing in 17 because I started playing Lawfolds and I stuck to it. And spent a lot, we've got over 650 hours on this map now. Getting on for 670. Oh, I probably need to empty the chaff wagon, don't I? Yes. Up to 85%, okay. But the Ungertheim map that I'm playing at the moment, it's kind of fun. But I'm playing start from scratch with tiny equipment. I only have one tractor. So it's kind of a challenge, but it's not a brilliant map. It's not something that I look at and say, yeah, I want to play this for a long time. What do I want? Engine. I've not got much in the way of World of Warships out lately. The Christmas grind is just crazy. I've completed 2 of the directives, and the third one, what is it? Earn 48,000 base experience in battleships, cruisers, and destroyers each, and it's sort of on a reasonably good game. If you win, that's 48 battles. And on an excellent game, that's still 36 battles, unless you're really pulling, a miracle out of the bag. And again, you've got to win. So for the most part, I'm just concentrating on grinding off the snowflakes. I can get 2 or 3 of those done, and 2 of the regular daily crates. And that's kind of okay. Which side did I do last time? Looks like the left side, so let's do the right side this time. What have we got up to? The 12th? My prime goal at the moment is get this series finished, which is basically get all of the corn harvested, get all of the fields planted to some extent, whether it's oilseed radish in preparation for corn and soybeans, or barley, wheat and canola in all of them. And then sell what I can and see how much money we made. And that'll be final accounting for this series. And then I'm going to start, or I plan to start, a long-term Farm Sim 19 series in much the same vein. And I'm going to consider it a continuation of this, so I am going to be transferring money and a little bit of equipment, probably not a lot. I'll sell most of it second hand, auction, and then buy some new equipment on the new Farm Sim 19 farm. But I'm not going to necessarily start that immediately. I might take a little bit of a break, because I've been blitzing this series quite heavily lately. So New Year, I might blitz through the 3rd objective on World of Warships just to earn the tier 7 Italian cruiser. Or is it tier 8? I don't know. Where's my thing? My thing is there and it's stationary. Okay, take care. Why did I start that thing up? There we go. It's not a work day tomorrow, so I will probably be back streaming this tomorrow morning. And then we'll see what's left to do. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm pushing it the wrong way. Good grief. Nope, that was right. Start the engine. Good grief. We've already used half a tank of diesel on this thing. Okay, this is nearly compacted. It's good. We're up to 85. So I could possibly get this up to 95 before the truck's full again. We're going to need to run up to the BGA. I'm glad I did get this tractor because it makes this job somewhat easier. How much we got in here? 693. Not bad. Oh, and the chaff wagon's full again. Oh. Gonna have to push it in from this end again. Not even sure how long this field's going to take me. Been at this since yesterday afternoon. Too far back up. But oops, careful. I don't want to pour that on the ground. It's time 20 after 9. Off you go. And I may do some farm sim learning sessions over the next couple of weeks. Farm Sim 19. I've downloaded Courseplay and I need to figure out how that works. There's a couple of other mods I'd like to use, but I'm not sure they play well together. Good grief. Chaff wagon's already 65% full. We haven't even cleared the farm. Anyway, the sun's coming up. Probably continue this for another 40 minutes and unless we're really close to finishing the field off, in which case I may just finish off the field. We'll reposition everything on, I think it's field 5. And then we'll relocate some of the other farm equipment. I should have moved the slurry spreader down to the fields I'm planning to plant wheat on. Because obviously I need those cleared before I put the planter over there. As I said, we've got a lot of time available. Got all of today and 2 more days. Well, I want to be done with most of the stuff before day 6 of fall, because we've got the last grass cut, and I'd like to have that all done and out of the way. Okay, where's the all the way down the other end. Obviously it's going to take us quite a time to mow the 3 fields and get them all baled up, especially since we're kind of limited to 4 miles an hour most of the time. Oh, I haven't checked to see if I can fertilise the fields today yet. Okay, you're good. Truck's fine. Somebody was blocked by... The only tractor I know that's moving is this one. Oh, it's blocked by a gate. I should be able to drive that to the middle there. That should be good enough. And he's not happy. Turn it on, lower it down, drive it forwards, and now go work. Dude, seriously? Oh, pain in the butt. Okay, lower it, turn it on, and off we go. So I have to do this one manually, huh? This isn't Farm Sim 19, so I may not need to plough the field with the corn in it. Do I have a big tractor that I can do anything with? No. And the chaff wagon's full. It'll have to wait until I get to the top of this field. But yeah, Farm Sim 19, canola is the most efficient crop for planting. Outside of oilseed radish, which is super efficient, but it doesn't use a lot of seed. In Farm Sim 17, it uses a ton of seed, which is why I've had to refill this thing so frequently. But then wheat and barley aren't much better. Soybeans was definitely the crop for 17 because it doesn't use a lot of seed, and while it doesn't yield a lot, so it takes longer to fill up the harvester, it is highly valuable. Canola's not quite so valuable, but the amount of seed it uses at the startup or for planting, that makes it expensive. When you're starting off a new farm, you want everything to be as cheap as possible. Obviously, with the farm this age, I've got £2.3 million. I've got more than enough money to cover the costs for planting tons of canola. Okay. Oh, let's go empty the other dude. There we go. Is he behind me? I see you. There we go. Fold that back down. Oops. And off we go. Okay, so a lot of equipment gathering on this field. There we go. We didn't hit the gate that time. Probably wrap it around the next gate instead, because that's always a thing you can do. Oops. Hit the fence instead. Why not? I'll just put the regular lights on. Yeah. Early in the morning, but there's a lot of shadow this time of year. Okay, let's try this edge. How are we doing here? 14% compacted, 451,000 litres. So this will be 500,000. Going truck. There we go, 507. Come on, fold up. There we go. Jammy Poacher, welcome to the stream and good evening. How are you doing tonight? Weave through the traffic at high speed. We are doing still so much corn to harvest. Not too bad. It is getting late and it was a work day today, but no work tomorrow, so that's a good thing. Although I think there may be plans for shopping tomorrow. Okay, where'd the harvester go? Oh, he's still there. Very, very slowly edging towards the end of the field. Oops, that wasn't good, that's not good. From outside because this is difficult and the field is leaning rather precariously. So dump that out. Truck isn't. I think the truck's in the way. Yep. A little bit too close there. Oh no. It's backwards from that to there. Make that turn, yep. Try not to drive on the freshly planted seed. And we're going to need to refill this again because it's almost empty, and reselect for wheat. Yay, wheat. So this field is done, I can close the gate. Jump out and close the gate. Ooh. Try not to hit myself in the head with the cedar. Very, very carefully. Oops. Back up. Oh, that's missing. There we go. Oh, I can't believe it. I already filled this up 3 times this fall. Again, it's nearly empty. Okay, that's done. close the lid, fold that back up again, and let's go find. It's already done. Yeah, this is Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire for Farm Sim 17, sorry. This map will never be released in 19. Which is a shame, because I have enjoyed this map a lot. And I think I'm almost to the point where I own half the map. We own everything below this line, except this field here, which is full of sugar beets, which I have no intention of harvesting. And I am pretty much set up to buy these 5 fields next year when the harvest comes, and taking advantage of the crop on those fields. Okay. Oh, it's the nice thing about this map is, I mean, I'm playing on hard mode with seasons, but even then, the nice thing about this map is once you get going, you are making tons of money. Although I'm getting now to the point where I need to buy more equipment just so that there's enough time to plant and harvest everything. This rig can be a little bit problematic, but I need the capacity. I mean, I can't use any, the really big black sheep modding trailers, which 70,000 litres, because I just cannot get them around this map. So this is about as big as I can cope with, and this isn't a regular. Oops. Tractor trailer rig. That cab frame is a lot longer than you would normally expect because it's part of the AR frame equipment, so I'm usually hauling about like on the yellow truck, I'm hauling a short auger wagon on that, so I'm usually hauling a short bale flatbed or tipper. Keeping up with that forage harvester is quite challenging on your own. I'm completely failing to do it, let's say. Okay, we are going to have to make our way up here with the big tractor shortly, because I'm not going to be able to climb this mountain in this truck for very much longer. About 5.5 million. We'll probably manage to get another load in there before